Welcome back to a Total War Saga Troy. At the end of the last episode, in the last episode, we captured these provinces and eliminated a faction here. And we also laid siege to Arena. We'll probably also pick up Mira and eliminate this faction, Pariah. While we're at it, but of course the faction out here on Rhodes decided to declare war on us, and thus dragging these Triopian people into the same war as well. So we had to recruit this new hero, or rather the old hero that we used to colonize these two settlements. We re-recruited him, and we recruited some hunters into his army. Now I do plan on moving those hunters over to Sarpedon's army when we're done down here, but it all depends on how quickly Rhodes decides to send armies in, or whether or not these Triopians actually come up with a proper army instead of a one-man army, because him alone, that's not really much of a threat. So I sent the spy up here, and I guess we can go here and do some Murmurs of Sedition to try to both give the agent some more experience points, but also to cause the garrison to suffer attrition. And that was a success. We got some experience, but not enough to rank up. Not sure how badly the garrison was damaged. Doesn't really show us either. But the experience points were the most important part there. Let's see here. We are running a food deficit currently. That should resolve itself as soon as we can get Sarpedon back up here. I'm not too worried about it. We're also working on upgrading our settlements, particularly the food ones. And in a crisis, we can always build this Hunter's Lodge building, which will provide most of what we need. We'd only have a deficit of 4 if we build one of these. Currently, I am not too bothered about it, though. I will continue to upgrade the fields. We can also upgrade this to a farming city, which would provide both growth, happiness, and food, and even another additional construction slot. That's quite tempting, actually. I don't know if we need more spies currently. They do have a rather hefty upkeep in terms of food as well. We'll get a bit more food when this one is done. How is the attrition here? Let's leave them in there for one more turn before we make our attack. It's nice to have the garrison take some attrition as well. Of course, it does show us. You can look at the hit point bar. So this is Kalinda. No, Kaunas is here. Oh, we can't see the hit point bar of these. Okay. So I don't know how much. But yeah, anyways, let's just continue the siege for one more turn. I will upgrade the settlement at Mobola to a farming city. That'll take 3 turns. And also, no, not that. I'm wondering. I'm not too happy about the influence malus there. We can get influence from this chain. That would give us 12. But this would take away 10. But it would provide growth as well, which is rather useful. But I might want to build it here. The only problem is... Okay, we have 46 influence in this province. Yeah, that's fine. I think we can build that to get more growth so that we can upgrade this settlement sooner. Let's do that. Build some grain carts here. And I don't think there's anything else we need to do. We could do a hecatomb for Apollo, but since we're running a food deficit, I'm not sure if I want to. We are losing 10. I don't want to drop down to neglected again. Then again, also doing a hecatomb for Ares would be useful for the 20% morale to all sword and axe units. Spear units, nah, that's not. Club and javelin units, nope. Slingers, yeah, that could be useful. Okay, let's do a hecatomb for... do we have a prayer for Ares? No, we don't. Okay, let's do a prayer to Ares then.
I implore you, divine ones,
to get that minus to morale to these troops in here as well for the next turn. We have enacted the province commandments, so let's do a rundown on this. We have palace administration, which is minus 10% to construction costs of all buildings. We have palace scribes, which is 10% to administration efficiency, or rather research bonus. Organized games gives happiness and growth. Established spy network gives a 10% malus to enemy agent action success rate, 15% reduction in action cost of all agents in the province, and also 2 ranks in recruit rank of agents that are recruited in the province. That's rather nice too. And then the trade tithe, which is 5% to all resources, basically an additional tax bonus. We'll probably enact that in this province at some point. Yeah, we can actually do that now, I think, because this province will be a major source of food. And we're already producing 780. We don't really need that additional happiness currently, because I'm not sure where they get... Ah, yeah, we have the winemaker, so... And the town and city buildings itself, or themselves, also provide the happiness. So let's do that. Let's enact trade tithe in the province of Siberatis. And with that, let's end the turn. Not sure what that is. So we have finished the Royal Decree, Royal Hunters. That gives us a minus 5% recruitment cost of all missile units, faction-wide. That's good. And Ares has answered our prayer. Portents in the sky, Telmessos. Massive flocks of dark birds have been spotted flying and twirling into foreboding shapes across the sky. This dark omen can mean nothing good, but which god could possibly have sent it? You suspect it was sirens from Poseidon's realm who have erred too close to the shore and disturbed the birds with their horrific songs. We pray that this omen does not bode poorly for your future endeavors at sea. Minus 4 happiness and plus 1 construction time of all port buildings. Meh. Minus 4 happiness. That's not good. And here's another one. Poseidon's frenzied stallion. The mighty Poseidon famously despises the city of Troy and yearns to tear down its proud walls, which, according to legend, he was forced to build by Zeus. The tempestuous Olympian often sends earthquakes to the Trojan capital, causing the very ground to shake with rage and throwing its population and armies into disarray. Prior to the disaster, the horses of Troy, recognizing their divining creator's impending fury, kick and neigh as if the Lord of the Depths himself spurred a great stallion on a charge of the city's ramparts. Interesting.
Let battle commence.
Well, these should be sufficiently... yeah, I think we can just auto-resolve this one. I mean, that's a massive balance of power in our favor, and it predicts a decisive victory, so...
Show your mettle.
Yep. That's not... Oh, we did lose a unit. I wouldn't have lost that if I had actually played the battle myself. That's annoying. We get some resources, good. And I think we'll occupy.
This place is ours.
And yeah, we have the harpies. And we gain the trait bold. Plus 10% to aura size of the hero, and plus 3 morale to the hero. Okay, that isn't ideal. Let's recruit some light skirmishers.
That I shall. Of immortal heritage.
We'll go get Mira next. There's probably an army there now, but I'll go there immediately next turn. Let's do another Murmurs of Sedition here. Phorbus has been wounded, so not grave injuries, but they must take some time to rest, so he'll be out of commission for a few turns. I don't know how long. Where is Heroes and Agents? 5 turns, okay. Now that's not a big disaster. Sarpedon gained a level. So we have Zeus's Wrath. Minus 50% armor for 90 seconds. In a 100-meter radius. That's rather nice. Also reduces their morale. And this reduces the cooldown of the ability. We have the Warning Shout, which gives flanking defense. Don't think we need that. Alert. Plus 5 to recruit rank of agents. That's nice. And also success chance or cost of agent actions or wise. 400 food per turn. 2 influence. Okay. Well, that's very nice. I think we'll pick that one. That puts us in the green again when it comes to food, so I can recruit more units up here. Let's get 2 axe warriors then. Heavy axe warriors, that is. That'll put us... No, it'll still keep us in surplus.
Law of an
And we also need to look at this. 15% more ammunition to all missile units. That's, yep. Happiness would be good from the one that I mentioned in the... when we finished the previous decree. But I think I want the ammunition before that. Okay, arable land. Do we want to... we would definitely want a food warehouse in this region. I think we can happily skip the military chains here. The guardhouse, that's nice for having additional garrison units. But I don't think we need that in Siberia. That's a pretty well defended settlement. If we lose that settlement, I would say that we've already lost the game. Because they'd have to come through several other provinces before they can get to that. So this is going to be a purely economical settlement. I'm wondering about these. We don't have any precious resource production here as far as I can tell. I believe we have that in this province. Yep, we have a deposit of white granite. So this one is rather useless in this province, except for the administration efficiency. This, however, is not at all bad. And we also have the Sarpedon's retinue. Although getting the Kopesh fighters would be good, that's definitely something to consider. But the additional... This, okay, it gives us a little bit of bronze. Which we might actually... I think we need that. So yeah, let's build the trading post. And we have to wait. Yep, so that should be it for that turn. Yep, moving on. These guys still keep pestering me. The Pharaoh's gift. Ramesses III, divine ruler of distant Egypt, sends his regard as one powerful ruler to another, and sends a priceless statue as a gesture of goodwill. What should you do with such a gift? You can trade it for gold. We'll get a 250 of that. We can trade it for bronze, which will give us 600, or we can trade it for stone, which would give us 500. We can keep the gift, which basically is giving it to the settlement or having it toured around our lands, which would give us 5 influence faction-wide and 2 happiness faction-wide for 4 turns. I think that we'll go for the bronze. So on your orders, your advisors trade the Egyptian king's gift for a sizable quantity of bronze. This will prove useful to your craftsmen, armorers, and weaponsmiths. Hopefully that won't offend the pharaoh. Okay, now let's move in here. Okay, so yeah, there is an army here, but it's probably going to recruit something now, but he does have a harpy lookout. Oh well, it's going to be fine. Wait, we don't need a food warehouse here. We do want to upgrade this to a walled city as soon as possible. Anything here that we can consider tearing down? Probably don't need this anymore. But we still lack wood. But this one also needs to be upgraded. But I feel that having this as a walled city is more important in case... Well, yeah, they can come in here on the beach here. Do we want to recruit any more units here? No. For now, this is just a minor defensive force that we have here. So let's just end the turn. He did recruit a couple of units. Upgrade any settlement building to its maximum level. And we have an elite unit available in the special recruitment pool. And Apollo's cult has leveled down. What is that special unit? Lycian winged chariot. Nah, don't need that. I think I want to do a hecatomb to Apollo then. Yeah, 625 food.
The priest shall wield the knife.
That gives us the food back, basically, in addition to some bronze, because we had that mission that I had forgotten. That's nice.
The worship of your people pleases the gods. Accumulate sufficient favor, and their divine blessings will bring great prosperity to your kingdom.
Indeed. 100 bulls for the glory of Apollo. 100 signs of our obeisance. Now we need to accumulate 250 favor with any god, which will give us a mythic unit. Okay, let's attack Mira. And I think I'll fight this battle because I don't want a repetition of what happened in the other city. Dry weather, that's perfect. Okay, so there's 2 sides here. Let's move all of the forces back here. And we'll have some heavy axe warriors in the front. Move 2 of them a little bit to the right. Put Sarpedon in the middle. The spearmen. I want the light skirmishers to be directly behind here. And the slingers, I want to have them behind there again. Harpies have a range of 127, so actually I want to have them in front of the slingers. This is a bit messy. They sound vicious enough. Let's put the spears here. And then we have some Lycian axe warriors, which we can put over there, together with the chariots. And that looks... Actually... Let's put the chariots over here. Move these guys over there, and these guys we can move up here to flank and speed up.
Your warriors have spotted hidden foes.
Ah, harpies. They're doing quite a bit of damage as well. Yeah, let's get out of here. Those things are nasty. Or rather, speed things down a bit and charge into them.
The foe has sighted your hidden units.
One of them is running away, that's fine. As long as it's not being eliminated. Let's attack.
One of your units has no more ammunition.
Send them after those. Those guys are not...
Victory is close enough to taste.
Chase after them. Okay, those guys are shattered. Good, those are shattered as well. Just leave them alone. And I think we just inflicted the army loss penalty, so that's nice. End battle, decisive victory. Did take some rather nasty damage to the chariots there, but it'll be fine with the replenishment. And that would be the end of the Parian faction. We get a little bit of loot. Occupy.
Ah, so I improve.
There we go. And we gain daring, plus 5% to campaign movement rate, or range, that's good. Province Kragos have been secured. We also get the Helm of Darkness. Worn by Perseus to evade Medusa's sisters and approach the Gorgon by stealth, this helmet enshrouds the wearer in a cloak of shadows, enables night battle when attacking. Target cannot receive reinforcement, and also plus 15% success chance of ambushes. That is really nice. Pariah has been destroyed. I don't think we want to put that on Sarpedon, because I believe it would, yeah, it would replace his armor, and I don't want to move that from him.
Sarpedon of Lycia.
The happiness in this province is going to be perfectly okay. Now, we do have room to recruit more harpies now, I believe. No, we can still just field 2. But we don't need to have Harpy Roost or Harpy Lookout in both of these provinces, so I'll tear down the one in Phelos, since we do need more lumber. Other than that, we can upgrade the main settlement building in Siberia. I think we'll do that. How long until this place has 3 turns until surplus point? Yep. So we'll upgrade the main settlement in Siberia then. And now we can get Sarpedon back and consider attacking these guys. The Carians want a military alliance with us. They're at war with Ephesus and Miletus. They have a non-aggression pact with us and the Amazons that is under control of Hippolyta. But I don't want to pay them for it, so... And these guys really doesn't give up. He moved away his army. That is a very interesting decision.
We will claim victory.
The garrison here... Ah, they're centaurs. We don't want to attack with this small army then. Sarpedon... Yeah, let's move you up here. Happiness here should be good. In Phelos, we want to build loggers' tents. Would prefer to get the woodworker. We also need influence in this province, badly. If I wait 1 turn, we can get the woodworker. No, we can't, because we don't have enough stone income, actually. Let's build a logger's tent there. We should consider getting a stone miner's tent in this province here. Influence. We get that from the Chieftain's Hall, so let's build that as well. Guess I could try to barter for some wood, stone, but really necessary at the current time. Yeah, sure. So they want to pay us for a peace treaty. And the payment is rather good as well. That would give me the opportunity to go out and deal with roads instead. I suspect that attacking the island here is not going to be among the easiest things to achieve. And we get centaurs in this so no, I don't think we want to do that. Sarpedon, we can garrison him here to get more replenishment for this turn.
Of an ancient land.
Population surplus in Kragos, that would be this province. But we do not have enough wood to upgrade yet. Are there any other buildings that I want to build currently? Yeah, there is the matter of the stone miners' tents here. And did I enact? No, I did not. None of these give influence. Let's get the organized... No, let's not get that. Get the trade tithe. And with that, next turn. Ah, it means that the frame rate is below 30. Trade war. Using Lycian trade missions mechanic, manipulate commerce already established between two other factions. Let our allies hear of Lord Idomeneus' greed, and let them know Lycia is their treasured friend. The Achaeans continue to muster their troops, aided by their ally Idomeneus in the stolen lands of Crete. You do not want to rush into war, yet there might be a way to undermine the Cretans' schemes without bloodshed. Let your traders and envoys spread word of their treachery while demonstrating the nobility of Lycia. We have had an earthquake in Siberia. Yay. Poseidon's anger grows. Farmers of the Troad have become unsettled following a small quake that has struck the lands nearby Troy. Though this tremor did not inflict any significant damage, the priests warn that it was sent by Poseidon himself as an omen of his growing resentment. Clearly, the foul-tempered Olympian is preparing to inflict a devastating earthquake on the Trojan capital, with the intent of sending its mighty walls and proud battlements toppling to the ground. Phorbus is ready for duty. Let's send him here and immediately do Murmurs of Sedition. Success. Excellent. Ah, he got Independent. Plus 5% success chance of all agent actions. Excellent. Plus 10% damage to enemy garrison when doing the Murmurs of Sedition. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Now let's send you over here.
Step up now.
We don't want the skirmishers. And we don't want the Lycian axe warriors when we can have heavy axe warriors. Let's do that. And in addition, we can recruit 4 units. Let's flip this one over. And these 2. And we can recruit... Ah, good, they do not cost wood as I thought they would. So let's have 2 more hunters. No, wait. Let's move Sarpedon over here first. And then we can have 2 more hunters.
I will do so.
17. I'm not sure what the benefit of recruiting something... Well, maybe... Yeah, you get it instantly. Let's save that then, in case we need it for an emergency later on. These winged chariots are rather big. But let's get another one of those. They are quite useful, so... And there was something that I wanted to build here. Yeah, I want to upgrade the settlement at Philos, but we can't do that because we have too little wood currently, so let's see if we can negotiate with someone to get a little bit of wood. You don't care about wood? Oh, yikes. You have plenty of wood.
I am open to King Sarpedon's words.
Can you give me 500 wood? You probably don't want food. No. That actually made it worse. That's interesting. But we can give you bronze. If I remove this again, 0.9. 55? 54? Yeah, 55. That seems fine.
I will.
Thank you. Bye. And then let's upgrade the settlement at Philos so we get more wood. And I don't think we want to recruit anything into this. Actually, what I want to do really is disband this entirety, because these units... I mean, they're cheaper than these ones, but I would rather have the stronger units than the crappy ones. Let's just disband all of them. And let's start with recruiting 1 bowman. And then turn. And these guys keep harassing us. No. And we're done with the skirmisher endurance training. That's fortuitous timing. 15% extra ammunition. And Sarpedon also gained the Master of Stone and Timber, minus 3% to construction cost of all buildings in his current province.
Doing Hades' work.
First of all, let's have a look at the... so tasty. We'll go with the... no, we won't, actually. We'll go with the Royal Stone Decree. Let's try to do more Murmurs of Sedition. Critical success. Great. Still can't see their hit points, but that's fine. Let's go attack them.
Son of Zeus himself.
This should really not be an issue at all, but I don't want to lose a unit again, so we'll fight the battle. Once we get more elite units, these are tier 2 I think, we have lots of tier 3 units, I can probably safely use the auto-resolve. This should be a quick battle though.
Solid ally.
So there's one entrance to the city there. And there's one entrance to the city over here. Let's take 2 of these heavy axe warriors and 2 chariots. Put them here. We can also take 2 of our hunters and put them them down here. And for this entrance, we want 4 of our hunters in the front line, uncharacteristically enough. And the axes behind them. Let's move these a little bit so we can put in Sarpedon there. We also want the harpies. Actually want the harpies to be in the very front. We need to move them further up, like so. I think we have 1 winged chariot unit that we can place down here. And we have the spearmen that we can place down there. That should be all of the units. Yep. Okay, now, except for the chariots, let's move these guys forward. Put them here. Move these slightly forward. Move these up here. And the chariots, let's...
The foe has sighted your hidden units.
Anna. I need to group these up. Attack him.
Your hero is under attack.
Continue with the Centaur scouts. Go after him. Can attack here.
One of your units has no more ammunition.
I don't think these guys stand much of a chance, really. Victory. I think we lost 4 men. Decisive victory, 5. I can live with that. Not as juicy loot as in the previous battles, but I'm still happy with that. We will... Oh my. That's very tempting. The problem though is that if we do that, we'll have to rebuild the settlement, so let's just occupy. Kaunos. This place has centaurs. This is a wood settlement. It has a logger's camp. Excellent. It also has ship stands. And it does have centaur plains, which we can upgrade to a centaur pasture. Heavy cavalry and light cavalry with missiles. So these would be excellent units for skirmishing.
I can make any problem go away. I will serve
Okay,
you well.
can you take that winged chariot unit? I think that's enough actually.
Your time
And
is
we'll
coming.
recruit 1 unit of centaur scouts into this army.
We will
And
claim victory.
we'll do the same in his army. And can we build something here? No, we need it to finish first. We are in need of happiness in this province. Let's build a vineyard. I don't think we have enough to build a temple as well. Nope. Let's pray to Ares again.
Me, gods of Olympus.
Kaunas is part of the Isthmus province, which is these 3 provinces, I believe. Yep. Kaunas, Phiscus, and Knidos. And after that, we will have to deal with Crete. The question is, I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. We have this island down here, and what we want is to get back to Rhodes and recapture that. This bull here, I wonder if that signifies that we can recruit minotaurs here, especially with this mace icon as well. I would not mind having minotaurs, but I'm not sure how much of this is deep water. And if we are to traverse deep water, we would have to pray to Poseidon so that we become immune to deep sea attrition. And somehow I suspect that Poseidon isn't going to answer our prayers. I don't think we're in high standing with Poseidon. The Koreans have many provinces. Give them that. The Amazons, those are not a faction that we want to mess with. Can I go into diplomacy with them? No. We can see them, but I haven't established contact with them. This is probably where an envoy would be good to have, but we're going to get that eventually, since I'm building that chain in the Lycia, or in the Arena, or Kragos province in the city of Arena. Our strength rank is 3, which is pretty good actually. Only Troy and Paris is ahead of us. We're above Hector. So we are pretty strong at this moment. These guys have a strength ranking of 4, so if it weren't for the fact that we have military agreements with them, we could potentially
I'm ready
have
to
captured
talk.
them. The Confederation, for instance, I don't see how we can do that, because there is no way we can make it work. Even though it would have been great to do that. But we can, however, get into a military alliance with them. We're at war with Miletus, which is one of our enemies. What do you want for this? Trade Kaunas with Alabanda? Why on earth would I want to do that? I'm not going to bother with that right now. Eventually they'll probably ask me for a military alliance when I become even stronger. But for now, I think that we have reached the end of this episode. What I should do first is, of course, press enter. So we can start the next turn at the beginning. Ha, you want a peace treaty, you. Huh. What a surprise. You are strength rank 8, though. Probably because of those centaurs. Ah, here's a gold mine. So we have recruited a mythical unit, which gives us an epic agent at the faction capital. That also fulfilled this mission, giving us food and gold. Ares did respond to our prayers. And we now got a mission to capture all of these regions. Wow. Then we can claim the title of Anax of Rhodes, which I guess is the royal title of Rhodes. Lindos, Piscos, Arcasia, okay, that's down there. Leia, up there. Ialisos, Knidos, and Cameiros. Well, that's something to work against. successfully carry out any agent action. That's not going to be a problem. Okay, so before we end the episode, let's just quickly take a look at the satyr.
This will be fun.
So the epic agents, they only have a certain number of turns they will be active. So this guy will be active for 8 turns and then he will just disband. When he's standing still in a province, you get the Song of Tranquility, which increases the growth and the happiness of the local province. It doesn't show.
Relax. All
Okay,
is
well, that might be because he just appeared. You can also target your own settlement and do the Song of Prosperity, which instantly completes all starter constructions in the target settlement, which of course would be rather nice for when we are to upgrade to the Grand Citadel, or even the Cyclopean Citadel. But I think I'll use him for upgrading the Grand Citadel instantly. The final thing you can do is Song of Discord, which reduces the morale of an entire enemy army, which I don't know how strong it is, but considering this guy is an epic agent, I would assume that it is a rather strong morale reduction. So, for instance, the prayer we have with Ares gives us minus 5% to the morale of all enemy units. I do not know how much the satyr gives. It might be present in here. Help base, agents, epic agents, satyr, Song of Discord. Oh, it doesn't say how much, but I assume that it's a substantial percentage. Or even a fixed modifier. But that's not what I intend to use him for anyways. But yeah. We'll end the episode here and continue in the next one. So I hope that you're enjoying the series. And I hope that you're also enjoying the game as much as I am. Because this... Oh, here we are. They are definitely headed towards there, yeah. So this should be interesting. For now, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you all in the next episode.